Hi, so today I'm going to speak about my industry interview and what I learned through my experience. Next slide. So the main points that I'll be speaking about are on this slide, and there will be subsets of information as well. Next slide. The first question is, what's your major and why did you choose it? So I'm currently pursuing a finance and accounting degree. I hope to obtain my dual degree by next May. And I originally came to UK as a pre-pharmacy major. And that was really what attracted me and appealed to me. And through the College of Pharmacy, there was an MBA program. So I started taking introductory business classes. And I eventually dropped pharmacy. I realized it wasn't for me. And so I declared finance after a couple months in limbo. And a couple months later, I declared accounting as well. And the reason for that is that I really enjoy math. And I couldn't necessarily see myself as a math major or a math teacher because that's kind of what I thought were the only options, which is not true. But I'm very happy where I am right now. And my grandfather was the only person in my family that has been strictly business related, and he started a company in New Jersey called the Franklin Group. And I found out, was not just an inspiration to me, but to many. At his funeral, my family and I found out just how much he was a great businessman to his employees and to his coworkers. Next slide. So I chose to interview Ed Bosch Jr., and the reason for that is because he, first of all, is a family friend. And not only that, he is also my previous employer this past summer for my internship at Bosch Financial. He is partial owner of this company. It's independent investment advising company, and he is an investment advisor. And although we have a friendly and a professional relationship, I knew that he would be willing to do this and that he could provide unbiased advice. Next slide. For his background information, I'm going to address the 5 key questions on this slide, and then we'll discuss further. Next slide. I asked him how he got into this field. He actually followed in his father's footsteps. He obtained his finance degree from NKU, and he became an investment advisor right out of the gate. He worked at MetLife Securities, Oxford Financial, and Bosch Financial, while also being a consultant at Bancorp. And he obtained 2 accredited certifications, the LUTCF and the AIF. And through that, he had to train and take tests and spend a lot of money, and he has to continue education and putting in certain amount of hours to maintain those certifications. And with that, he also started up the IFP plan management to expand the overall view of Bosch Financial. It's a small workforce, 8 to 9 people, but through this program, he expanded this service throughout 38 other states in the U.S. with over 500 advisors. Next slide. I asked him what was some advice that he could give for someone starting in this field, and his quote says that we shouldn't be shy to ask questions, and we should just put ourselves out there. And I thought that was a great piece of advice, to have a broad view of opportunities that may be in store for you, because you're going to have to start at the bottom and work your way up no matter what. Next slide. I asked who succeeded in the field, and he said that people who succeed are personable and likable, and they have a strong drive and motivation to look out for their clients' best interest. This also goes along with our next slide of what characteristics are needed. And he listed 5 main things: respect, integrity, honesty, desire, and teamwork. He said that teamwork was really important because you're going to be working with people constantly. You're going to be working with your coworkers, peers, and most importantly, your clients, whether that be one-on-one or with a group. Next slide. The last question I asked him was, what does the future of this industry look like? And he right away answered that it was hard to say because there were many factors. And I thought that was a great answer because markets are super unpredictable. And based on the current political situation, he also mentioned that no matter who is elected into office in this upcoming presidential election, the scope of things are bound to change. That's just how it's going to be, because it's going to be someone new in office. Next slide. So based on our interview, I came up with 3 themes that came from the interview that you'll learn constantly. You're going to have to keep up to date with the industry, and that networking is very important. The world of finance is unlike any other, and we're going to have to follow the market, and I'm going to have to show enthusiasm and that I care. Next slide. The important advice from the interviewee that I maintained was that you need to have integrity, because you have to work hard and you have to have a desire to serve your community and the people around you. And he also said that success in this job is seeing your clients succeed, which I think is a great piece of advice. Next slide. So the big question, am I still interested in these fields? Yes, I'm still interested in finance and accounting. From the experience that I've had already at Bosch Financial and through supporters, like I have heard professionals support both industries and that they have satisfaction in their jobs. Next slide. So my next steps, I am going to have an internship this summer at PNC Bank. I'm very excited. I'm going to be in a treasury management group, so I'm going to get that group work as a sales or product analyst. And I'm going to be open to experiencing many different types of job positions, because that will help me better understand what I like and what I don't like, so that I can further my opinion in what I truly want to specify in or specialize in for the industries of finance and accounting. Next slide. Thank you very much and have a great day.